Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Andy Robinson RC. Thanks for joining us, and on today's episode, we have one of these, which is the Mardave Mini 50. So I'm sure most of you will be aware that this year is Mardave's 50th anniversary of producing RC cars, and they did a short run of the Mardave Mini 50s. I think they were built in March from memory, and then they've only just been released recently over the last few weeks. So, and I've been lucky enough to get my hands on one, but unfortunately, I would have liked to have said I managed to order mine when the pre-orders were being made, but I missed out, unfortunately, at the time, and I didn't get one of the 50 through buying them through Mardave, which is a shame, which is ideally what I would have liked to have done, but it didn't happen. Now, this may cause some controversy, and there has been a bit of controversy around it. This one, I'm the idiot who purchased this one off eBay. Now, if I'm sure some of you will have seen that there was a Mardave 50, number 19, so it is this vehicle, and I'll show you that, was put up on eBay by the seller. Now, I don't know him at all, and he said at the time, or in his listing, it was due to financial reasons. Now, I think some people are a bit dubious of that, saying he just wanted to make a quick buck, because remember, there's only 50 of these worldwide. So I can see how some people may have come to that conclusion, but, you know, we don't know this chap, or certainly I don't. Maybe he did have financial reasons for selling it. I know certainly I've done it in the past where I've had something and thought, yeah, having that's not going anywhere. And then something's come up and I've had to make a decision, something's had to be sold. I mean, I have bought this with the intent of it going in my own personal collection. I did have a Mardave Mini stock not too long ago, and the reason it was sold at the time, I wasn't going to be using it. I needed to fund other projects, and so I decided that was one of the ones that I was going to get rid of. And now I had used it for racing at Blackpool and Fylde Radio Control Car Club, and we did have a Mardave Mini stock class. But I sort of like wished I hadn't got rid of it. And when the opportunity came up in the end, after missing the initial pre-orders, to get one of the Mardave Mini 50s, I sort of really wanted to get my hands on it. Now, I'll tell you what I paid for it. And yeah, people might go, oh, that was just freaking crazy. Maybe it is. This cost me £221. So that's the price I paid for it. Now, before you'd say, well, you insane person. Now, if you look back on eBay and you look at prices for Mardave Mini stock selling, they're going for anything from about £50 up to £130 for a really nice one. So, if you look at, you're saying you're buying a top end, nice Mardave Mini stock, as I say, they're going for up to £100, then you know, you're only like between 80 and another £100 more for this Mardave 50 that I purchased. So when I look at it like that, I think, well, to have something that's, you know, really special in the collection, and I say there's only 50 of them worldwide, then, you know, maybe it's actually not much more money to pay for one. But that's just what I think anyway. So this is number 19 out of the 50. Anyway, I'll show you a bit more about the vehicle itself. Look in the box in a sec. Now, it came to me with an unpainted, uncut, unfinished body. So I spent yesterday doing the body shell up. My wife very kindly cut it out for me, cut the mesh out for me, and I painted it, glued the mesh in, and put the decals on, which I had. These ones were spare lying around, so I did the body shell like this. Now, I'll take the shell off. Now, I am aware that the tyres need truing because they're rubbing on the body shell. So I'm aware that that does need doing, but I'm not ready to run this yet. So I will get that done in due course. So before I take the body off, there you go. Look at it. How cool is that? Right, anyway, let's pop the body off. Okay, so leave that there for a minute. Now here we go. This is the Mardave 50. As you know, the Mardave Mini stocks are very dinky. So there you go. I think I will bring the camera over towards the end of filming, and you can see it in a bit more closer detail. But there you go. That is the chassis. Luckily, this one also came with the carbon upgraded chassis and battery retainers and speed control mount, and a rear body mount there, all in carbon. Very much liking that indeed. So that was cool to get that with it. So I think that's cool. And of course the awesome bit as well, you've got the little 50 engraved there onto the speed controller mount. And again, I'll have to show it you, but here, just in the corner there, before the steering setup, is 19 engraved into it for chassis 19. So there you go. So it is a proper Mardave Mini 50. So that's pretty cool. Very much liking that. I will run this, but to be honest, I won't be running it anytime soon. Well, I say anytime soon. I'm not going to run it at least until I get into May, when COVID rules lift and I'm allowed to set the club back up for running indoors. So it will get run. I will shoot some footage of it going around our track, but it won't be until then. And plus I need to get the wheels trued up. Anyway, this is the box. Love it. It's like a bit like a shoebox. And yeah, liking the packaging for it. It's very cool. Want to be careful of the sleeve that goes over it. It's, with it only being a paper sleeve, it is prone to getting a bit, creased and the print cracked. So probably not much I can do about that, but I want to keep it as nice as possible. Here is the box, so we're going to open that, and I'll show you what else is still in here. Okay, so that's what's left over of the window meshes. Keep that to spare. Now in here is what you'd usually get if you didn't get the optional carbon chassis set. There we go. This is the GRP chassis. Again, it is marked in the same place. It's got 19 inscribed there, and then in there you've got your rear body mount, and again the speed control mount with 50 engraved on it. So there, all the bits in there. So that's cool. Now I was sort of thinking, now because again it's still a lot of money. It's still 200 odd quid that I paid for that. Do I sell the 50 the other chassis off, and then maybe someone can make themselves a replica of a Mini 50 if they didn't get obviously a chance to buy one. So I was considering that. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think I should do that? Or do you think I should just keep it with this car? Which is another option because it came with the car and it'd be a shame to split it, so I'm in two minds. Yeah, servo saver and spare screws and things in there. I've not obviously got the servo saver, and there's no radio gear in this apart from the only thing is the motor, the 540 motor. Now, as you can see, my body shell, I've done it up and it looks nothing like the box art, which is fine. So what I decided to do is, I decided not to use the decals at all from this. I'm going to keep them. So basically, if I ever decided I wanted to do a box art shell for it, I've still got all the decals. Or I said there's no plans to, but if for some reason I ever had to move this on at any point, if I keep those decals like that, then whoever got it next, then they could do themselves a replica body, and they've got the decals for it. So that was my thinking. You know, and I might even get a white body ready for that. I don't know. As I said, I'm not planning to get rid of it. It is going in the collection. But yeah, because I mean, it is super cool. So anyway, so that is what came with the car. Now I do like this that came with it. Now I'm not sure. I'm sure the exploded diagram did. Well, that's the an exploded diagram of the chassis. I think that's obviously taken from the original mini stock information you got, because you've still got the mechanical speed control up there on the exploded diagram. So I like that came with it. So also maybe that this came with it as well. This is a printed review of the Mardave Mini stock from 1987. That was in Radio Race Car magazine. So I like the fact if that came in all the kits, I don't know. That's a nice little touch, I like that as well. Or maybe just the owner of this one photocopied it and put it in, I don't know. You'd have to let me know if anyone's got a Mini 50. Let me know in the comments if you did get that in. Now the all important bit now that proves this is a Mini 50 is here you go. There it is. That is the certificate of authentication signed by the owner Chris Wilkinson, and it says certificate of authenticity. This is to clarify that it's a Mardave 50 and this is a genuine Mardave 50 kit. Only 50 kits were produced in March 2021. Signed, kit number. There you go. So how cool is that? Very, very pleased to have this. And it's awesome. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and bring the camera over and I'll let you see a bit closer some of the things we got, just so you can see it. Okay, so there's some bumps there, decals. Great. Obviously the chassis plate and everything. Try to just set it up there. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll line up the Mini. Put it on here. It's just easier to do it this way. Okay. Now before I bring that over to show you, just thought as well, I've just done a video on this behemoth, so I'll put a link to the in the description of this one for it. But this is Co-Rally, Team Co-Rally I should say, Mammoth SP 2-wheel drive 1/10 monster truck. So I had a bit of fun with this. I just wanted to see what it was like to give a basher a go and do a little review on this. So watch out for that video as well. Put that down there because it's pretty heavy. Okay, right, as I say, let's bring this over and you can have a bit of a closer look. Ooh, excuse my shaky hand. Okay, so as you can see there, you've got the outer sleeve to the kit box, which is, how cool is that? Mini 50, I love it. Then you've got the decals, the original decals for it, which I say I've kept for now and not used them. We've got the paper, some of the paperwork with the article from 1987. And you've got the big main thing there, look at that, the certificate of authenticity, Mardave 50 certificate, kit number 19. And then you've got here the GRP chassis plate there, and the other sort of little bits there to put on the chassis to make it a rolling chassis. And then of course here, look at this, here it is, hope you can see it a lot clearer. That is the Mardave Mini 50 rolling chassis, decked out with the carbon chassis and accessories, and the little 50 inscribed onto the deck there, the ESC plate. And just down there by the body posting, you can see it, you can just about see a 19. Okay, and there you go, there's my little Fiat yellow. That was the colour I used on the body. So, spin that around there. You can see it a bit more there. So yeah, it's cool. Proper liking this. There you go. So that is the Mini 50. So yeah, I'm hope you like this this video, and of course, if you want to see more RC content, please consider doing that. Subscribe. It would be much appreciated. We've got loads more RC content on the channel for you, and yeah, and also as well, click the notification bell and the like button. It's always much appreciated. Right, okay, I'm going to leave this one there for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm completely mad for spending that amount of money on one of these. But yes, okay, we'll see you very soon on the next video. Take care and look after yourselves, and we'll see you soon. See you later.